Listen to me, because this is your life, this is your money, and most importantly, this is your future we are talking about. You have worked 30, 40, maybe 50 years to build up a nest egg, and now you're standing on the edge of that diving board looking at retirement, and you are terrified. I know you are. You're asking yourself, what if the market crashes? What if I outlive my money? What if the Social Security check isn't enough to cover the rising cost of eggs, let alone my healthcare? The fear is real, and it is keeping you up at night. You've been told for years to just invest for growth, but when you're 70, you don't want growth, you want a paycheck. You need to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that on the first of the month, money is flowing into your account whether the Dow is up 1,000 points or down 2,000. That is where dividend investing comes in, but you have to do it right, or you are going to get burned. Now, what is a dividend? It's very simple. When a company makes a profit, they have a choice. They can keep it, or they can say thank you to you, the owner, by sending you a piece of that profit in cash. That is passive income in its purest form. But here is the mistake I see so many of you making. You go out there and you look for the highest yield you can find. You see a stock paying 10%, 12%, and you think, oh, Susie, that's fantastic. I'll just put all my money there and live like a king. Stop it. Right now. A high yield is often a giant red flag waving in your face saying the company is in trouble. If a yield is too high, it's because the stock price has plummeted, and that dividend is likely about to be cut to zero. And then where are you? You've lost your principal and your income. We do not chase yield in retirement, we chase safety and we chase consistency. You need to be looking at what I call the Dividend Aristocrats or the Dividend Kings. These are companies, household names, companies that provide the toothpaste you brush your teeth with and the electricity that keeps your lights on, that have not only paid a dividend, but increased it every single year for 25 or even 50 years. Think about that. They increased their paychecks to shareholders through the 2008 financial crisis, through the pandemic, and through every recession we've had. That is the kind of security you deserve. So, how do you build this? You don't just go buy one or two stocks. Diversification is your only free lunch in finance. If you put all your money in one great utility company and their power lines spark a fire and they go bankrupt, your retirement is gone. You should be looking at dividend index funds or ETFs. This way, with one single purchase, you own a basket of hundreds of dividend-paying giants. You are spreading your risk so thin that no single company can take you down. I want you to look at your portfolio right now. If you are sitting on a pile of cash or growth stocks that don't pay you anything, you are at the mercy of the market's mood swings. To build true passive income, you need to transition into these quality, dividend-paying assets. But listen to me, do not do this all at once if the market is at an all-time high. You use dollar cost averaging. You move a little bit every month. And here is your actionable takeaway, because I want you to be powerful. I want you to calculate exactly how much income you need every month to feel safe. Not want, but need. Once you have that number, look at the yield of a safe, diversified dividend ETF, usually around 2% to 3%. If you have $500,000 and it's yielding 3%, that's $15,000 a year, or $1,250 a month in mailbox money. If that's not enough to bridge the gap between your expenses and Social Security, then you need to keep working a little longer, or you need to downsize your life. Do not lie to yourself about the math. The math does not have a soul, and it does not care about your feelings. You must be honest about what your assets can actually produce. Dividend investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme, it is a stay-rich and stay-safe strategy. It allows you to leave your principal alone and only spend the fruit of the tree, not the wood. That is how you create a legacy, and that is how you sleep through the night. You stay strong, you stay smart, and you stay secure.